Hello, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. Wow, what a day I've had. It's been full on in back-to-backs. We're currently in lockdown in WA at the moment, but that doesn't mean that I'm not working my ass off. So I've been flat out all day. I've had two guests podcasting. I had one guest, I was asked to be a guest on a live YouTube interview, so that was pretty cool with Elisa James. And I've just finished a podcast interview with another lady, so that called Lauren, and that was fabulous as well. And then I've been back to back recording so much material for my online program, which the launch will be happening very soon. So I'm very excited. But I today wanted to talk about the second common problem that I see in when it comes to marketing, and that is no strategy. So when it comes to marketing, you need to have a strategy. Hi Hannah, thank you for being here, lovely. You need to have a strategy in order to market to your clients. But I want everybody to drop in the comments whether you're watching live, whether you're watching the replay. Put in hashtag replay. Can you also let me know if you can hear me? Because I know I've had some technical difficulties recently, so it'd be really lovely if you could just tell me if you can hear me okay. So what I wanted to talk about was the second common problem that I see most recently when it comes to marketing. So initially, a few days ago, I spoke about the number one common problem, which was no budget for marketing. Now where I'm talking about the second problem, which is no strategy for marketing. So you'd be surprised the amount of times I have phone calls with clients and Zoom meetings, and they're kind of like, yeah, I just want to make more sales and I want to fabulous. Thanks for letting me know you can hear me, because I know we've had a few technical difficulties. Thanks so much. What I was saying was, when it comes to strategy is merely a plan. But again, if you don't have a strategy or a plan on how to meet your clients, you're not going to be able to meet them effectively. But you'd be surprised by the amount of times that I actually have prospective clients come on the phone to me and be like, oh, I just want to sell more stuff. I don't know how to do that, all those things. And then we speak about, okay, so how do you currently market to your clients? And they said, oh, I might do a little bit of this. I might do some social media posts. And I'm like, are you consistent? And they're like, oh, yeah, I think so. I think I'm consistent. I'm like, are you making any sales? Like, is the business growing? All of those elements. But the thing is, when people don't realize, is that without a very clear plan on how to get from point A to point B, you are essentially missing the mark. And this is one of the biggest problems I see, because unless there's a clear plan. Hi Kevin, thanks for joining me. My husband's watching, thank you. Unless you have a clear plan on how to solve your target customers' problems, you won't be able to solve them at all. So when we look at strategy, you are coming back to the basics of the marketing fundamentals of product, which is the product that you actually have on offer. The price that you're offering is a huge part of that. What promotion have you got running to communicate to your target audience? What's the location, product, price, promotion, place, and people. So have you got the right staff behind you as well to deliver what it is that you want to achieve, want to communicate to your target market. So when you're looking at a strategy, like a lot of people that I speak to, they're like, oh yeah, I do the Facebook ads. Who runs your Facebook ads? Oh, I do. Or they might say, oh, this person runs it with it. They've never actually checked to see if they're actually working as well. But half the time people decide to run Facebook ads or want to do like Instagram ads or do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but there's not an actual clear strategy. They're doing it because they know a friend that has done it and it has worked well for them. So what you need to do is take a real big step back out of your business and think about how your customer is going to think, and think like, okay, so where exactly do they hang out? What are they looking to be solved in terms of what needs do they need to be fulfilled? How will they visually how will my brand be visually represented to them? Am I happy with my brand? Do I communicate in a professional manner? Like, what's my logo like? What's my tagline like? Do I have a style guide? Am I consistent on social media? Is social media the right fit for my business? Have I chosen the right platforms? So for example, if you're a B2B client like I am, I find Facebook works for me, but LinkedIn works for me as well. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of B2C customers, Facebook is a huge opportunity, like it's especially from a social media perspective. But then again, sometimes Google Ads may not be the right fit for your business, or SEO should be the backbone of everyone's online strategy, that's for sure. But Google Ads may not be the right fit for everyone on the outset. But you also need to remember, you know, just because something's worked for someone else does not mean it's going to work for you. So you need to develop a very clear plan on how you communicate, how you're going to communicate, and how consistent you're going to be, and what times of the day, and have you delegated everything to the right people to ensure that they can deliver on what is required in order to talk, to speak and meet your target market's needs. So strategy is probably fundamentally one of the biggest downfalls that I see, because nobody really has an idea or a plan on how to market their business. They just go, yeah, I'm just going to sell more of my stuff. I'm just going to do a bit of this and a bit of that, but a little bit of this and a little bit of that isn't a strategy at all. So if you're struggling to grow your business and you're wondering like, oh, if I just knew what I don't know, I'm actually holding an event next week. It was meant to be an in-person event, but due to the lockdown in WA, that the event has actually gone online. So I'll drop in the comments the link to the event so you can actually register, and it's going to be online next Thursday. And yeah, all the details will be there. But again, strategy is like backbone of what you're meant to be doing when it comes to your marketing. So unless you're growing your business and you're doing marketing yourself, you're really not doing it well. So follow your strategy, be very aligned, and be very clear with that, because that is essentially going to bring you from point A to point B and help you fulfill your financial goals. I hope you found today really useful. I'll be tuning back in again in a few days to talk about problem number 3 that I see, and then problem number 4 I'll speak of 4 common problems that I see. But I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. I can see there's a good few of you still on, so thanks so much for being here, and I'll talk to you soon.